What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We got no new content today except for Ultimate Legend reveals, but I'm going to be going through a bunch of different sets, different coin making methods, or kind of short-term investments that you can do right now in the game to kind of make some coins over this weekend. So let's not waste any time, hop right into it. But before we actually get into our coin methods, we got our Ultimate Legend reveals. I don't have the 99 LTD, but I have the two set cards. We got William Perry, 98 overall defensive tackle. He's basically an in-between version, I think, of Mean Joe Green and Vince Wilfork. Got a little more thickness. However, the speed isn't as slow as Vince Wilfork, but it's not as fast as Mean Joe Green. We got Randy Moss. We knew this was coming out. 98 overall, 97 speed, so he matches that speed he got on his cornerback card. Deep Threat is not the best archetype, but Randy Moss has some of the best theme teams in the game. 6'4", gonna be maybe the best wide receiver in the game. That kind of leads us into our first, I would not really say coin method. This is the only like investment, right? But it's not an investment, it's a short term. It's a basically 24-hour investment, and it is the Ultimate Legend exchanges. Now, I didn't really have a video talking about this. I tweeted it out, but we kind of got some, I want to say like revealing information, but the 88 overall exchange, we kind of been speculating what is going to be required within the set all during this week. We were thinking maybe some 87s, some 85s. Well, the free agency exchange sets are perfect because they're the exact same overalls as the Ultimate Legend pieces coming out for the 98 overalls, being 88s, 92s, and 96s. And you can see their 88 overall exchange set is 3 85s and 183. So it's just an extra 85. And as well, the 92 overall free agency exchange set is kind of the same structure as the Ultimate Legend exchanges, where it's 5 87s for 191. Well, it was 5 88s for 192, which is going to be the exact same thing as the 92 and 88 Ultimate Legend exchanges. So what you can do to prepare, very simple. It's just buy 85s. Instead of being requiring 2, it's going to be requiring 3. So technically, if you want to pre-build Randy Moss, you're going to need 63 total 85s and 21 total 83s, and you're going to have to buy the 92 Ultimate Legend, or not 92 Ultimate Legend, the 96 Ultimate Legend Randy Moss tomorrow morning, Saturday morning. The set's going to be costing you probably around the low 500s, maybe 500k or less for the pre-build Randy Moss for, and you're going to be buying the 96 Ultimate Legend for probably about 150, 160k. I'm guessing Randy Moss is going to be going for around that 700, 750k mark, maybe even 800k on launch. You can see 85 overall is kind of the price point I'm putting them at right now. Pretty much 4.2k or under is very easy to buy for the 85 overalls, and then the 84 and 83 overalls just buy under 2,000 coins. Very, very simple. There's not a lot of competition on the filter because people don't know and they don't really want to pre-build a set where they don't know what's required, but we kind of know what's required. 85 overalls are the main thing that are going to be affected by it. Buy them under 4.2, buy 83 84s under 2.2. Next up, we are going to be talking a little bit about the free agent reel. Now, I made a video on the odds yesterday, and when I say the community is they are addicted and they are loving this reroll. It's a very simple. The thing about the reroll process here is normally like you pull cards, right, and you got to sell certain overalls, discard certain overalls, and then all that stuff. Well, the free agent reroll, what makes it so good is you're pretty much just discarding everything you pull except for the 98 LTDs. So it's like a very like smooth process. The other thing is there's only 3, or there's 4 technically, but there's 3 overalls you can pull for training. And 88, of course, you're losing basically 4,000 training. The 90 or 92 overall, you're gaining 4,000 training, and then the 95 overall, you're gaining what, like 20,000 training. So it's very simple, is where like you really, when you roll and you just quick sell everything, you don't lose a lot of coin. I mean, you don't lose a lot of training. Like you pretty much go like 50-50. You'll pull more 88s and 92s, but your training goes down very slowly. I did about 160k training on stream yesterday quick selling. I pulled 2 LTDs. I actually pulled 2 LTDs in the first 60k, and the 100k, the next 100k, I didn't pull anything. But you can see the training right now. If you're wondering like why the hell do you got 1.5 mil training? It's for stream. We're streaming later tonight about 5 p.m. West Coast time. I'm rolling 1.5, maybe even up to 2 mil worth of training. We're gonna see how many 98 overall LTDs we can pull, but it's a very simple. Yes, there's luck required, but it's one of the better rerolls, probably the best reroll we've had since Zero Chill. Very simple. Buy training at 4 per, quick sell everything. You can maybe put the 95s into the 98 free agency sets, and then you're trying to pull the 98 LTDs, Russell Wilson and Calais Campbell. That's all for the reroll. Let's move on to the next thing. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is 2 different sets, but it's basically the same set in terms of the type. They're going to be training sets. So very simple. You're going to want to scoop up some training at 4 per, which is a 95 overall for 104k or less, or what's a little bit easier, 92 overalls for 40k or less. They quick sell for 10k training. I love when 92s are the cheapest training. It's very simple. The ratio, it's divide, like you just 40K, 4 per, 38K, 3.8. Right now, trading is going for about 4 per. The first one we're going to be talking about is basically no risk. No risk involved. You are simply buying the 94 overall combine. It's not a reroll, just a 94 overall combine player. You're going to be buying 4 of these, right? It's going to be 84,000 trading total. I think it ends up being 336K you were going to spend on the set, of course, 4 times 21. So 84K, and then was it? No, never mind. 84,000 times 4, that's the training cost. So it ends up being 336K for this little combine champion set. And your next thing you're gonna go is try to find the the most expensive champion for the combine sets. And we're gonna kind of scroll through. We see Byron Jones for about 360K, although that is a lot. That's way overpriced. He's been selling for about 345, 350K. Remember, we spent 336K in the set. Next thing we're gonna do, of course, put all the cards in the set, and you're gonna get back, I think it's a total of 19,000 training. Of course, 19,000 training times the 4 per, because that gives us the value of the training we're getting back. 19 times 4 is going to be 76,000. So it's 336. I don't have the calculator in front of me. 336 minus 76. That's going to be around, I think it ends up being like 250, 260. We're left with, so we're spending 250, 260K worth of training for this set. And you can see Byron Jones is easily selling for 340K. That's going to net us up very, very fast. You guys saw how fast that took. 50K right there, 50K profit off that Byron Jones champion set. Pretty much as long as you're able to sell the champions above 300K, you're gonna at least make like 10 to 15K because you're spending about what, 260, 255 on the set, with training being valued at about 4 per right now. The next one we're gonna be talking about though is the backyard ballers, and there's a little bit of risk involved. You're gonna be opening the 93 plus training reroll, and pretty much you just go until you pull 2 93s. I pulled a 95 and I got 2 93s, and you're gonna buy the remaining pieces. So we're gonna have to buy a 94 overall for 93,000 coins. And of course, the same thing as the combine thing, we're going to be going through and trying to figure out the most expensive 97 overall backyard baller. It's going to be Julio Jones. Now for this kind of, I'd say batch or whatever, we spent 60,000 coins in training. So that's going to be what, 240K. And then we bought a 93K, 94 overall card. So 93 plus 240. What's going to be, I don't really, it's what, 330K. We're spending 330K on the set. Of course, we're getting back 17.75 training. Times 4, that's what, 4047, so 68K, or I think it's 68K, might be 78K. Pretty much in the math, when I actually did this set, we're gonna be selling off Julio Jones for 305K. We end up making like 14, 15K. It's not as good. It does require luck. It's probably better when there were LTDs in the Rerolls. I would maybe sway more towards the combine thing because there's no risk. You just buy training, buy the 4 guys that cost 84K training in total, and then sell up Byron Jones. Chris Johnson goes for 300. Justin Simmons goes for like 320. But Julio Jones, that set's going to make us about 15K. And really also, it's only Julio Jones that is going to be going for a lot of coins. But that's the 2 training kind of champion sets you can do. We're going to be moving on out to the last and final coin making method. And finally, you knew these were going to make a comeback. Team of the Year sets, they kind of were dead. They were dying, all right? They were on the brink of extinction probably like a week ago, but now people have kind of, you're going to see how much profit we make off this next set. People have kind of forgot. We're going to go through the prices right now real quick. 87 overalls you're going to want to buy for under 6.5K. You can do backyard ballers, you can do legends, you can do team of the weeks. 89 overalls you're going to want to purchase at about 14K or under. You can say 15K, but I'm going to say 14K. Backyard ballers is actually the filter you're not going to use. They were going for like 17K at the time. Heavyweights, Norwell goes for like 14, 14.5. Team of the weeks, you're going to see there's a bunch of like 12, 13K, but I'm going to say 14K or under for the 389s. You got to buy, remember, 47s, 389s, 291s, and 193. For the 91 overall filter, you're going to go backyard ballers. They're going for 30K. The price for buying the 91s at is under 28K. I went to legends. They were actually 3 up. I want to say 2 Frank White checks. I scroll down. Here we go. Eventually, scroll. Please hurry up. God damn. There it is. Jim Kelly and 2 Frank White checks for 28K. So it's very simple. They've been up for a while. 28K or less for the 91s. And then for the 93 overalls, I'd buy this Cam Jordan for 50K, but I will say about 53K is gonna be what you want to spend on 193. You can be patient, get 150K, because remember, you only gotta buy 1, but I'm not gonna be unrealistic and say you can just easily go buy 50 because you can't. 53K is the price. Next thing, before we total up how much costs everything, Team of the Year, of course, I'm going to look up the most expensive guys, and this changes every 10-15 minutes. Do not ask me in the comments who the most expensive Team of the Year is. Look it up, all right? See at the time which one is going for the most. Do their set, sell them off. I kind of scroll. I see some cornerbacks. I see DeForest Buckner's not a bad one. Trent Brown. I'm going to go to the center. Jason Kelsey going for about 250,000 coins right now. So here's actually the total cost. 6.5k per and 87, 14k and 89, 28k and 91, 53k and 93. Add up all those numbers together, it's going to be 177k. You're going to max spend on a team of your set right now. Well, you saw what Jason Kelsey was going for, 250k. I'm going to list for 245, equaling 220k back after tax. So a little 43k plus the power plan of 45k profit. Did not take long, probably takes you 5 minutes to complete that set. I'm expecting these team leaders to go down a little bit after this video, but I left it in for the end for the loyalists, right, that get through the video. This is probably the best method to do right now. Team of the year sets are pretty popping. So I'd say team of the year sets, probably Ultimate Legend, 85 Investing is probably the two best things you can do right now at the current moment. If you want to gamble a little bit, you can do some free agent reels, but that is all for this video. Not too long, but I think we got through a bunch of different ways that you can make coins in the game right now. Investing wise, check out my Twitter, check out my Discord. I think we're targeting Marcus Lawrence like under 600, Austin Corbett around like 550k at the current moment for the LTD investments. Not investing in Russell Wilson, not investing in Calais Campbell. Hopefully the 99 overall Ultimate Legend we get in about an hour times when I finish recording this is a banger. But that's all for this video. Stream later today, 5 p.m. West Coast time. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.